Good morning. Myself Dr. Mrunal Lakre, Assistant Professor, Department of Dravigun, Global Institute of Ayurveda. I would like to thank Bhargantani, our student, for this PPT, helping me in PPT preparation. Now our next topic is Introductory Knowledge of Jalavarga. This topic comes under second paper. It has having somewhat 10 to 12 marks. So we will see what is the importance of Jalavarga. Now Jalavarga. According to Charak has explained Jalam ekam viddam sarva patyendram nabhastalatah. Means entire water, all the water which is there present on the earth, it comes under one type, that is Aindrajal. Aindra means what? The water which comes from the clouds or which comes from the heavenly. Types of jal. The water is divided into two types, Divya Jal and Bhauma Jal. Now Divya Jal which comes from directly from the sky, and Bhauma Jal which is obtained from the soil or sand, underground water. We can consider it as underground water. Divya Jal, it is having four types, Dharodak, Karodak, Tausharodak and Hemodak. And in Bhaum Jal, Jangal, Anup and Sadharan Jal. Or Bhaum Jal, it is having its another 8 types, that is we will see in next slides. Now Dharajal or Dharajal. Dharajal, it is termed as Dharabhim patitam toyam gruhitam sthula vasasaha shilayam va sudhayam va dhotayam patitancha tattah सौवर्णे राजते ताम्रे स्फाटिके काचनिर्मिते भाजने मृणमये वापिः स्थापितं धारमुच्यते धारम नीरम त्रिदोषाग्नम निर्देश्य रसम लघु सौम्यम रसायनम बल्यम तर्पणम हृदि जीवनम पाचनम मति कृन्मूर्छात तंद्राः दाह श्रम क्लममानः तृष्णाम हरिति ततः पथ्यम विशेषा प्रवृत्तिम स्मृतम. Now Dharajal or Dharajal. Dharajal, it is the water which falls from the sky or falls from the clouds. It is having clear, it is termed as Swachha Shila Jal. It is accumulated, it should be accumulated in copper vessel or silver vessels or sphatika, that is opalite vessels, or in glass vessels. Or if we didn't have any of this, we can accumulate this or collect this water in earthen pot also. This type of collected water, it is having Tridoshanashak property. Anirdeshya rasa. Anirdeshya rasa means it is not having any kind of taste. It is having Laghu gun, Somya, Soma gun, and means it is somewhat Sheetal Virya. Rasayan, it is termed as Rasayan, Balakarak, Truptidayak, Alhad Karak. Then it is termed as Jivan. It is having Pachak property, Buddhivardak, and it is used in Murcha. Murcha means if anyone faints, and in that we can use this. In Tandra means if anyone is having continuous sleepiness or drowsiness, in drowsiness we can use it. Daha in burning sensation, Shram in fatigueness, Klanti in Klanti where one had become fatigued or it is having drowsy and fatigueness both. In Trishna, having thirsty nature. So it is also termed as pathya. So this kind of water we can use in as a pathya property for drinking purposes. In Bhava Prakash, two types of Dharajal are mentioned, Gangeya and Samudram. Gangeya means Ganga Jal, which is generally it is fall from clouds and it is collected, generally it is collected in May Ashwin Nakshatra and in Pushya Nakshatra. Such kind of water it is called as Ganga Jal. And Samudra Jal, it is having somewhat Shara Lavana Rasa Yukta, and it is used in Shukra Dosh. It is having Vistra Gandha, it is Dosha Karak Tikshna Guna Karak. Hence Gangeya Jal it is used for as a Pathya. Karak Jal. Karak Jal, it is termed as Divya Vayava Agni Sanyogatah Sanhataha Khatta Patantiyaha Pashana Khanda Vachapasthaha Karakayo Mruto Pamaha Karakajam Jalam Ruksham Vishadam Gurucha Sthiram Darunam Shitalam Sandram Pitta Ruta Kafa Vatakrutaha. This Karak Jal, it is generally it is obtained when there is Agni and Vayu. Both are present at that time. Karak Jal is obtained. Generally Karak Jal we can term it as when there is a ice fall, or when there is in Hindi it is called termed as Ole. That Ole means Karak. It is termed as Karak. Karaka means Ole. It is Ruksha, Vishada, Guru, having Sthira property. Then it is Shital in nature, Sandra, Gunayukta. It is Pittanasha, Kaphavata, it increases Kaphavat. Next is Toshara Jal. Toshara means it is obtained from springs. Api Nadya Samudraante Vanhi मन्निः अपस्तुदभवाः धूमावयाव निर्मुक्ताः तुषार आख्यास्तु ता स्मृताः अपत्या प्राणिना प्रायोः भूरुहाणां तु नाहिताः तुषाराम्बु हिमं वृक्षं स्यादवातल पित्तलं कफोरुरुस्तंभः कंठाग्निमेह गंड आदि रोगानृतः. Now this Tushar Jal, generally this Tushar Jal, it is obtained where there means fountain water, or where the water it comes from the soil. It is called as Tushar Jal. This Jal, it is Shital in nature, Ruksha, it increases Vat and somewhat increases Pitta too. It is used in Kapha disorder, Urusthamba, diseases of Kantha throat, and whenever there is diseases of Agni, it is used in that disorders also, Prameha, Galaganda, etc. diseases, where we can use this Tusharodak. Next is Hemajal or Hemodak. हेमवच्छिखराब्दिभ्यो द्रविभ्याभिवर्षति यत् देवं हिमं हेमं जलमाहुर्निशीनं हिमाम्बुशीतं पित्तग्नं गुरुवाता विवर्धनम् और्वानलधूमे ऋतम्बु समुद्रस्य यदघनीभूतं पवनानि तमुदीच्य तदधिमन्ति कथ्यते सदधिः हिमन्तु शीतलं वृक्षं दारुणं सूक्ष्मं मित्यपिः न तददुष्यते वातं न च पित्तं न वा कफम. So Hemudak means it is obtained by liquefying of snow. When there is snowfall, after that snowfall. So the properties of this water which is collected by liquefaction of snow, it is Shital in nature, Pittanashak, Guru, and it increases Vata dosh and it decreases. Generally it doesn't that much increases Vata dosh and not even Pitta and Kapha dosh. Some Acharya had termed this Hemajal as और्वानल धूमेतु रंबुः समुद्रस्य यद् धुनीभूतं पवनानित मुदितं तद्मानि कथ्यते सद्भिः. Means the water which is collected, which is evaporated from sea water and then it is collected, it is termed as hemojala. Next is Shitambu. Shitambu, it is termed as शीतां मंदात्य अग्नि अनिल अग्न्याल नीलमूर्छाः छर्दी श्रम भ्रमानः तृष्णोष्ण दाह पित्तास्त्र विषयाणुबु नित्यच्छति. Shitambu, it is a self-cooled water. It is used in murcha, chardi, shrama, bhrama, trushna, ushna, daha, pitta vyadhi and vishapana. In such kind of diseases, Shitambu, it is used. It is self-cooled water. Aindrajal. Aindrajal, it is termed as Jivanam Tarpanam Hrudyam Hralladi Buddhi Prabodhakam Tanvyaktarasam Mushtim Sheetam Lagvam Rutopamam Gangambu Nabhaso Bhrushtam Sprushtam Tvarkendu Marutaihi Hita Hitatve Tadbhuyo desha kala vapakshate. The water which is fall from from sky or clouds, it is having jivan guna, tarpan, ridya, beneficial for heart, radhan, pleasing in quantity, buddhi prabodhan, it is used for intellect, tanu, light in nature, manifest, taste, avyaktaras, it is Shita in Virya, Laghu, and it is termed as Uttam, which is beneficial for everyone for drinking. Its quality are termed by Charakacharya Shitam Shuchi Shivam Mushtam Vimalam Laghu Shadgunam Prakrutya Divyam Mudakam. So it is having Shita, Shuchi means it is pure, Shiv it is benevolence, Mrushti pleasantness, Vimal clearness and light in nature, that is Laghu. Now generally the rainwater which we collected, it is mentioned as that the quality of water, it depends on the vessel in which we have collected or where it is accumulated in soil or in water bodies. According to Charakacharya, when after water fallen down on earth, its property determined by place. If the water fall in white land or white soil, then it will be having kashayaras. If it falls on pandu or yellowish soil, then it will be having tiktaras. If it falls on brown soil, then it will be having sharas or shar taste. If it falls on black soil, then it will be having madhur ras. If it falls on ushar, that is salty area, then it will having lavandras. If it falls on mountains or mountain ranges, then it will be having bitter or katuras. Now which water is best for drinking? Then Acharya has termed that the water which is having madhur ras, slightly astringent, means kashaya and madhur ras, it is sukshma, it is vishad, laghu, and aruksha and nabhishanda. That kind of water should be taken for consumption or taken for preparation of food and other articles, medicines also. Now effect of season on water. In Hemant Rutu, the water which is fall from, or the rainwater which falls in Hemant Rutu, it will be snigdha, vrushya and strength promoting and guru in nature. In Shishir Rutu, the water will be light, that is laghu, and kafavata hara. In Vasant Rutu, water will be having kashaya madhur ras and having rukshatva gun. In Grishma Ritu, it will be Nabhishandi. River water. River water, types of river. First we will see types of river. There are five different types of river, that is Himvat Prabhav Jalam. Himvat means the rivers that originates from Himalayan ranges. Malay Prabhav Jal, the rivers that originates from Malay region. Pashchimabhimukh Nadya, the river that runs toward west side. Purva Samudga Nadya, the river that runs towards west eastern side. Pariyatra Bhava, Vindhya Bhava, Sahya Bhava, the river that originates from the Vindhya region or Pariyatra means western Vindhya ranges and Sahya ranges, that is Sahyadri ranges. This kind of rivers are there. Himvat Prabhav Jal means the river that originates from Himalaya. They are having scared in nature. The rivers which are originate from Malaya ranges, their water is Amrutmay, that is just like Amrut. Pashchimabhuk, their water will be Vimal, means clear and Pathya. Purvabhimukh, their water will be soft in nature and having Guru property. And the rivers that originate from Vindhya ranges, their water will be useful in Shirorog, Hridrog, Kushta disorders. So this was all about the water and importance of water. 8 different kinds of Bhaum Jal are mentioned. They are Saras Jal, Tadaga Jal, Vapya Jal, Kopya Jal, Chondya Jal, Palva Jal, Vikirya Jal, Kaudarya Jal, Nordhar Jal and Vrushti Jal. So all these jal are having Madhur Rasa, Pittanashak, Rochak property, Kafanashak, Agnivardak. Also they are used in different kinds of diseases also. So this was all about the Jalavarga. Thank you.